we're going to talk about the pelvic floor muscles. Here they are, all this lovely red stuff at the base of the pelvis. They connect from the front of the pubic bone back around the tailbone and sacral area. As you can see, they also connect left to right. They even have some of our hip rotators in here. Now, most of us, if we've heard of pelvic floor muscles, we've also heard of the word Kegel. A Kegel is just a contraction of these pelvic floor muscles, all right? So it just means if my arm was my pelvic floor, if I did a Kegel, it would be like doing a bicep curl. Now, what can happen with people when they do Kegels all the time is the Kegel can start to tighten up. But if you think like, I only did bicep curls, I'm going to get nice and tight in my bicep, right? I'm going to start to look like Popeye because that sucker is going to be strong and bulky. That's what we see a lot of times in the clinic. Patients that tend to maybe even just hold their pelvic floor in tension without even knowing, or they're not getting mobility there. And if you go back to the diaphragm video, that'll explain mobility in the pelvic floor. If we can create mobility down here, it can work for us. So in our clinic, we don't really like to do Kegels so much. What we like to do is what I call blueberries or smoothies. Let me fill you in on this. So our mouth and our pelvic floor are made of the same cells. So I always like to cue things like, what would I do with my mouth? And it'll help us think about how to react down here. Sounds crazy, I know, but it's so true. So if I were going to eat a blueberry with my mouth would make a certain, puckering face, right? I'm going to pop it in. So when we're thinking down there, you can think of, what does it feel like to pick up a blueberry with my vagina? Gets all the muscles working. It's insane. It's my favorite cue. Besides, what does it feel like, or think of, imagine you are sucking up a smoothie with a straw down there at the vaginal area. And you would suck up that smoothie, put it all the way back down, all right? What goes up must come down. It is so true. Let it go through that full range of motion. So if we pick up a blueberry, that's the bicep curl, that's a pelvic floor contraction. If we put it back down, that's the lengthening or the relaxation of the pelvic floor. So we want to pick up that blueberry with your vagina, put it all the way back down, like an elevator coming all the way back down to the lobby. We don't want it stopping on the third floor. We want it to come all the way back down to the lobby. And then you could try it again. What does it feel like to pick up or suck up a smoothie with a straw down there? And you should be able to feel it all come back up. And then what do? Put it all the way back down, all right? That is a pelvic floor muscle exercise. Those are my favorite cues for it. They work like a charm here in the office. What we typically see when people come in, I will always ask during an internal exam, go ahead and stop the flow of urine. Very rarely are people actually connecting with the muscles down here correctly. But when I cue them, go and pick up that blueberry, go and suck up that smoothie. These things work together as a team. And y'all, we got 26 different muscles down here. We got lots of room for complications, lots of room for compensation and error to happen. A lot of times what we see here is a lot of stuff in the front, I like to say stays on vacation, isn't really working as well. Stuff in the back around the perineal area and the rectal area tend to be overworking. So we want to get this nice balance of our teamwork here, of everybody doing their job. So if we can cue the muscles, pick up that blueberry, suck up that smoothie, and put it all the way back down, they start to work together as a team, usually by the third rep. Now, you might be saying, Amanda, I can't really feel myself picking up a blueberry or sucking up a smoothie in this position. Not everyone can. When we're sitting, gravity is pulling on those muscles. So it is really hard to lift up against this area. So let me tell you what you're going to do. Also try laying down. Laying down, knees bent, knees resting on a pillow. Now we're not fighting gravity. So you can lay here. You can breathe in, blow out, pick up that blueberry, suck up that smoothie, put it all the way back down. You might be thinking, yes, this feels better. I can feel those muscles moving. If not, you can always take a pillow, put the pillow underneath your pelvis. And so now I'm kind of in a modified bridge position and my butt is up. So gravity is helping the muscles pull back towards my head. And you can breathe in, blow out, do the same thing. Pick up that blueberry, suck up that smoothie, put it all the way back down. Now, again, this is not a Kegel. A Kegel is where everything stays contracted. We are putting it all the way back down, so it's more mobilization, getting that muscle to move through a full range of motion, getting it to relax. So this is a great position as well. Now, for my patients with bladder issues or prolapse issues, a position that I love to put them in is more modified when they're leaning forward. So this might be in a child's pose position where their butt's up a little higher and they're kind of on their forearms, and they can practice picking up blueberries here. This might be finding a countertop or a piece of furniture where they're kind of in a modified downward dog, and they are here. Again, my knees are bent so I don't pass out, but I'm going to breathe in, blow out, pick up that blueberry, suck up that smoothie, put it all the way back down. This really starts to activate the front portion around the urethra and the bladder when you are modified leaning forward. Again, child's pose, leaning over a piece of furniture. So these are lots of different options on how to connect with your pelvic floor and how to do a pelvic floor muscle contraction and relaxation. So important to improve this mobility. So important to add in the inhale, pelvic floor relaxes, blow out, pick up that blueberry. Once you start to get the hang of just the blueberry, then add in the breathing, because the breathing really helps activate that pelvic floor recoil. So you breathe in, everything relaxes, blow out. As you blow out, you're picking up that blueberry, sucking up the smoothie. Breathe in, everything relaxes, that elevator goes all the way back down. So you want to try to practice like 3 to 5 of those in a row. Really make sure after that last rep that you're just going to breathe to let everything go back to the reset or resting zone. All right. How do I add this into my day, Amanda? I did this again. I'm a mom of 3. I had to learn to multitask. So I was doing this while, again, feeding babies. I was doing this in the carpool lines at school. I was doing this while making dinner and standing. So I had to get stronger to do this in the standing position. I was doing this while reading to my kids. I might be in the child's pose position, trying to activate that. Y'all, you can do your breathing exercises and you can do your pelvic floor exercises anywhere. They are free. They move in any position we do, and they're always with us. All right. So honestly, anywhere you go, you can be doing these exercises. And again, we're working on mobility with the breathing, and we're working on mobility with these. We're not working so much on strength, more mobility. So keep that in mind as you're running through them. Let me know if you have any questions on it. It can get kind of confusing, but I really want to make sure you get the clarity here that it is just a contraction and relaxation, just like any other muscle does in the body. So let me know if you have any questions, and I'm happy to answer them.